If you ever hear a familiar voice outside your door after midnight, do not answer. Even if it sounds like someone you love. In some old Chinese villages, elders used to say, after midnight, the door is no longer just a door, it becomes a boundary. Inside is warmth, family, and the living. Outside belongs to things still wandering. Long ago, in a small village in southern China, there lived a young man named Wei. His house stood at the end of a narrow stone alley. Every night, a red lantern hung outside his wooden door. Before Wei's grandmother passed away, she gave him one warning. If you hear someone outside after midnight, she said, do not speak. Do not ask who it is. And no matter how familiar the voice sounds, do not open the door. Wei thought it was only an old superstition. Until one winter night. The village was silent. The oil lamp beside his bed was almost out. Wei suddenly woke up, though he did not know why. Then he heard it. A voice outside his door. Wei. His body went cold. It was his grandmother's voice. Soft. Slow. Exactly as he remembered. Wei opened the door. It's cold outside. Tears filled his eyes. For one moment, he wanted to believe it was really her. His hand moved toward the door. But then he saw something strange. The red lantern outside had stopped moving. There was no wind. No footsteps. No breath. Only that voice. Wei stepped back and whispered, if you are truly my grandmother, tell me what you said to me before you died. The house became completely silent. Then the voice changed. It became deeper, closer. Open the door first, it said, then I will tell you. Wei's face turned pale. He remembered the yellow paper charm his grandmother had left near the doorway. In Chinese folk belief, a charm at the door protects the home from things that should not enter. Wei grabbed it and pressed it against the wooden door. For a long time, nothing happened. Then just before dawn, the voice whispered one last sentence. You remembered. When morning came, Wei opened the door. No one was outside, but on the wet stone ground, there were 3 footprints. They were facing the door, but none of them led away. From that day on, Wei never laughed at old warnings again. Because some doors are not opened by hands. They are opened by permission. So tonight, before you sleep, check your door. And if a familiar voice calls you after midnight, do not answer. Some ancient warnings survived for a reason. Subscribe for more old warnings before the next one finds you.